How to play Tranquility Base. Tranquility Base is a 1 to 4 player card driven game about the 1960s race to the moon. It plays in approximately 45 to 90 minutes. To start, each player will randomly draw 6 actual Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo missions to complete. Each player will have different missions. Each turn, players will receive 7 fuel points, representing money, government backing, and popular support. They will also draw cards from the play or discard deck, bringing their hand to 8 cards each turn. On their turn, players will buy the equipment from their card hand to launch and complete their assigned missions. Completing missions will give them bonus fuel for future turns. For example, to launch the Gemini 3 mission, you must pay the pad cost of the Gemini spacecraft for 1 fuel and the Titan II rocket for 2 fuel, if these 2 cards were in your play hand. After assembling your equipment on the Gemini 3 mission, you must pay the launch cost of the Titan II rocket for 3 fuel. Rotate the rocket to show the mission is launched. This allows you to move your lunar lander up to 4 spaces on the game board, spending 1 fuel per space moved. When your lunar lander finishes its move on the Gemini 3 space on the game board, the mission is complete. You discard the equipment from the Gemini 3 mission that got you there and put the patch from the board on the mission card, showing it's complete. Completing the Gemini 3 mission yields a fuel bonus of 1 fuel, as shown at the bottom of the mission. This is added to your fuel points each turn, giving you 8 fuel points. The Apollo missions yield bigger bonuses than the Gemini, which yield bigger bonuses than the Mercury. The different missions require their actual rockets, spacecraft, and other equipment to launch. Each rocket carries different launch cost and movement capabilities. For example, the Titan II rocket costs 3 fuel to launch and can allow a maximum move of 4 spaces in a turn, while the Saturn V costs 4 fuel to launch and allows a movement of 6 spaces to turn. Having multiple missions launched at the same time allows maximum movement around the board. Additional historical based cards yield surprises that can be played on opponents as well as yourself, adding strategy and depth to gameplay. The decisions of which missions to launch and when is critical to success. The first player to complete 6 missions and relaunch one of those 6 and land on the moon wins and is first man. The Soviet moon expansion, which is free for Kickstarter backers, adds more depth and decisions as players will be playing against a Soviet artificial intelligence bot player that makes Tranquility Base cooperative as well as competitive. Tranquility Base and the free Soviet moon expansion are available on October 3rd at Kickstarter beginning at 6 p.m. Thank you for your interest.